Hey, if you're watching this, you're looking for information on canceling common factors, which is 10.P.4 in your um, math portfolio. Um, let's get started. If you notice that there are two different colors on this, there's green up top above the fraction line on each problems. This, let me put it in red. This is the fraction line. That fraction line, you should remember, or you definitely want to remember, means divide. So the top, the green, is being divided by the bottom in blue. Um, so what we're going to be doing to simplify these fractions is we need to factor the top first and then the bottom after. And if there's anything that they have in common, we can cancel them out. I'm not going to go into factoring how to factor these problems just yet. Not in this video. If you look for another video on YouTube, there's plenty of them where they show you how to factor. But let me just go through a couple examples. I'm going to change my pen to green. That's the color green. All right. So I'm going to factor the top here. It's going to be n plus 3 times n plus 3. And I'll put my fraction line right here in red. Well, hopefully it'll be in red. And I'm going to factor the bottom in blue. This should be n plus 3 n minus 1. If you check, both of these will, if you multiply each one, if you multiply the top two together, n plus 3 times n plus 3, you'll get back to this trinomial right here. And if you multiply the bottom together, n plus 3 times n minus 1, you'll get back to what's in blue here, n to the second power plus 2n minus 3. Now, in black, I'm going to cross out anything that's the same between the top and the bottom. Now, I'm going to rewrite my answer right here. N plus 3 divided by n minus 1. And we're done. That's number 2. That's simplified. Now, you want to be careful with two things. First, we need to get to a multiplication problem in order to cross out. So coming back down here, let me demonstrate. So for number 3, the top is going to simplify to x plus 7 times, or factor to x plus 7 times x minus 6. That's a multiplication problem. This on the left is being multiplied by this on the right. Put my fraction line down. There we go. And now I'm going to factor the bottom. All right, so that's factored right there. Um, I can only cross out when I have uh, factored already, when I have a multiplication problem in the top and a multiplication problem in the bottom. Even though it looks like there's addition and subtraction here, the main operation is multiplication at the bottom and the top. So I can cross out anything that they have in common. X minus 6 is the same in both, and I will now rewrite my problem. Okay, so that's rewritten right there. Um, why can't we cancel out any further? Well, because there's not multiplication here. I cannot do this. Repeat, cannot do that. Can't do it. Why? Because there's no multiplication there. So we have to not do that. We have to leave the answer as it was. So let's do one more together. So if you could take out a piece of paper, or do whatever you want. You can't. I can't really check up on you. Let's do the first one here in number 4. Okay. Hopefully you got that. Now put our fraction line in. Done. And now I'm going to factor the blue, the bottom. Okay, now that's all done. Now, take a look. What do they have in common? You should see that r plus 1 is the same in the top, or r plus 1 appears in the top and in the bottom, so we can cross that out. And that's our answer, simplified. We can't do any more with that. So number 4 will simplify to r plus 8 divided by, or over, r minus 4. Let's do number 5, and then we'll do number 1, because number 1 is uh, very special. When you see that type of problem, it'll be very easy for you. So number 5, I'm going to factor the top. All right, so that's factored now. Now I'll put the fraction line in, and now I'll factor the bottom. Okay, all done. Now x plus 5 is the same in the top as it is in the bottom. I'll highlight it again. Okay, so x plus 5 happens in the top and it happens in the bottom. That means that we can cross them out, and there's our final answer. Okay, let's go to number 1. If you look at number 1, the top is exactly the same as the bottom. If the top is exactly the same as the bottom, then it can cancel itself. The top is canceled out by the bottom because a number is being divided by itself. Whatever x squared plus 4x is, minus 5, whatever that equals, if I'm dividing it by x squared plus 4x minus 5, um, I'm really dividing this by itself. Any number divided by itself equals 1. Okay, I hope that helps. Thanks.